everybody. Good morning from Australia. Good morning, and good evening to you. I think it might be your Saturday night. It is Sunday morning for me. I didn't have that much of a big Saturday night, just a tiny little bit, but I'm awake for you. I'm awake, and I thought I'd have the weekend off, but no, it wasn't to be. Of course, more things are happening, but I heard that Lauren over at Hidden True Crime told her followers, her gems, that we're just going to be quiet and just ignore everything. Everything's over. Nothing to see here. Well, that would have been good because then I could have had the weekend off. We could have all just, gone, ah. But it wasn't to be. Things are happening. I did say on my last stream that there was a fifth, and desisteth. Thou shalt ceaseth and desisteth. Well, we can now see it in all its glorious. And now that we have the whole ceaseth and desisteth, it is so stupidest that I've had to get a realist lawyereth, not my fakest selfist, to come on us and breaketh it down us. Yeah, I've had to get my real lawyer friend on, David. And yes, he's going to be on here to help us with it because it's so stupidest that I can't even start to tell you how ridiculous it is. I did a post, guys, and I pointed out on there, the main thing about it is it's about a Facebook post. And it's about a Facebook post that doesn't even mention Lauren, doesn't mention Hidden True Crime, doesn't mention Dr. Babe, doesn't mention Grayson, doesn't mention any of her pets, their tennis partners, golf partners, anything like that. Doesn't mention their succulent Chinese meals. Basically, doesn't mention anything. It's really, really lame. And apparently that is very threatening to them and is torturous or extortionist or something like that. And they must, whoever posted it, actually, it's not the person who posted it, it's somebody else who posted it, must cease and desist from all activities and also must preserve all evidence and be very scared of. So there's a cease and desist, but also some other things have happened. And I need to put a shout out there to Andy Copser, investigative reporter, because her stream got taken down the other day. Now, she was just reporting on the unfair and ridiculous copyright striking of Crash's stream and other things, but Crash's stream, which, as we all know, Crasher is a victim of crime, a victim of the Laurie Vallow Daybell and Chad Daybell murders, which Lauren and John of Hidden True Crime made their empire from. And she was just showing her own family's photos on her stream with Kay Woodcock, and their stream went down, and now they're facing legal action. So there's that. Andy Copser was reporting on that, and her stream disappeared because of harassment and bullying. So that happened. Now, the other thing I need to report on today is someone, very influential lady, has spoken out in distaste. A lady from the Mormon community, and her name's Mindy Caldwell, and she's spoken out in a very respectful way. And she's done that on Reddit, and we will read you that post. Now I'm going to bring in my co-host Dali, and I'm also going to bring in my guest David from Making Law Simple, and then we're going to say hello to everybody. David's a great friend of Dali and I, or Deep Throat, and I. In fact, he's probably the reason that both of us started streaming a few years ago. So please make them both welcome.
Hey, for the record, I do not take credit for Salvador streaming. So just want to put that out there.
He calls Deep Throat Salvador. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got about 20 names.
I really do.
I can just default to Ilya. That makes you
better. Thanks.
Yeah, he's also called Ilya.
And T-Bone.
And T-Bone. Yeah. Hey, David. Welcome.
Hello. Well, thanks for having me. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I don't stream much anymore. I'm always in Salvador's chats, and sometimes I'm in yours. You stream at like really the wrong hours for me.
I stream at the time that he's awake, basically.
Well, yeah. Okay. That's fair. Well, you both have to be awake too, right?
Yeah. He also goes by the name Satchel. It's a beautiful waterfall. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I'm using that one from now on.
Oh God. Thank you.
So yeah, David is actually the first. I think you were the first lawyer we met. That you and Nick, probably Nick Starro.
Oh.
And sorry to go on.
No, yeah. Back when I had a fully functional channel, you were in my chat, in my Discord. It was a good time. Back in memories.
Tell us, since we're talking about copyright strikes, what happened to that first channel that you had?
Oh, yeah. Well, it got copyright struck by another YouTuber who didn't like that I was creatively using his content. But I had sort of like retired ahead of time, so I didn't fight it too much. I put in my normal little things, and then I already had this channel going as well as a couple other ones, and so I just carrying on. So that's all I want to say about it right now. But so it happens. It happens. And you know what? I blame another YouTuber, LawTuber, Nick Rekieta. Really, he's taken full responsibility for my channel going down, because at the time mine was going down. I reached out to him for help. He had this whole thing where he was getting arrested and stuff. And so because he wasn't available to assist me,
Okay, right. These things happen. So, I mean, with copyright strikes, I hate them. Right, I hate them because they're almost never used properly. They're usually used out of spite because the person doesn't like what the other person's saying, or they just don't like the person.
Yeah, and the thing is though, it's that it's YouTube's terms and conditions that's being used. It has nothing to do with copyright law or fair use law. It's what YouTube interprets as their terms and conditions, and so it's a very different thing.
Yeah, exactly. And they're hard to fight, especially if you don't want to dox yourself, right?
Yeah. They are very hard to fight. Yeah, and I've actually represented some people with copyright claims because they don't want to reveal themselves, their full names, their addresses, and things like that. So I represent them and file the claims on their behalf, because I just use myself and my law firm and address and that sort of thing. Because you do have to reveal all that. So if you're vindictive and you want to get information about somebody, that's a good way to do it. So there could be all kinds of.
We see that a fair bit.
Yeah.
Strangely enough. So oddly enough, we see that a fair bit. Andy, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, we gave you a shout out, mate. And I saw you post on X that you don't know how it happened, the takedown of your stream. It said that your stream was not available due to harassment and bullying. Because you're such a big bully.
See, that's a different thing than like copyright, right?
It wasn't.
So you but you have to go in and look at the terms and conditions of YouTube, and then you have to respond in a way that hits all of them, and in a way where YouTube is like satisfied without finding itself getting embroiled in a fight. Because the last thing that YouTube wants to do is get in the middle of something. They're just going to find the easiest way out, and so that's an even trickier one.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't care.
And hey, Lana, guess what? I'm saying your name right, Lana. It's really hard for me to say Lana because I just automatically go Lana. That is my accent. But nice to have truth and transparency in the house. How are you, mate? my girl. All right. Andy is a wicked bully. Yeah, I know. Okay, cool. Let's get into it. So, guys, we have a few things we're going to cover today, and it's so wonderful to have a very gifted legal mind with us to help us break down the intricacies of the legal workings of Pace. Was it Pace Johnson?
But he'll be here in a few minutes. So until then, we have David.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, I didn't know who you're talking about.
Shortly. Yeah. We just got this guy in a treehouse right here.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on a minute. So let's just change settings here for a sec. Okay, so in the newest news, first we're gonna talk about this. So remember last time we spoke about Mormon Stories podcast. Now, and we read a series of emails between the founder and host, Dr. John DeLynn, and a person called, it wasn't Felicity, sorry, I got the name wrong, it's Felicia, on July 16, 2025. Now, I'm just going to swap for a second, just so you guys remember what I mean. It was actually, it's weird timing that we're bringing this up, because we actually read these emails in our very last stream, and I didn't have a premonition and I'm not in contact with this person about this. It just is a pure coincidence that I happened to read or bring up this series of emails in the last stream. I promise. Okay, so in the last stream we read this series of emails between this person called Felicia and Dr. DeLynn. And we're not gonna read them all again, but it was this person, Felicia, emailing Dr. DeLynn saying that there's a lot going on behind the scenes with Lauren Matthias and the true crime community. This has been brewing for a few years now and has recently blown up. And she's talking about Christina's TikTok account. And she's saying that there's been some disturbing behavior by Lauren. There's a community that's delving into her husband's credentials and overall credibility. Lauren has been blacklisted by a huge... No, sorry. I'm just going to read it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really difficult to make it bigger. So I'm just going to read it and we're going to move on. So... deep throat. Lauren's been blacklisted by a huge Facebook community because of what she's done to the admins. Ask Kay Woodcock about her. Ask other victims, such as Kay in the Laurie Ballaudet Bell murders, etc. Okay, so it's going to go. And if you remember the last stream, and you can go to the last stream if you want to hear the lovely Deep Throat reading that to you in his excellent reading voice.
I am lovely.
Dr. DeLynn was very polite to Felicia and spoke back and forth to her a bit, but said, look, you need to really give me a bit more evidence if I'm going to look into this further and not have Lauren on. I don't want to have any dangerous people on my podcast, but this TikTok is not really giving me any real evidence. It's I think he said it was a bit petty. And I noted, not yesterday, the day before on our stream, that actually looks pretty good for Christina, because Christina didn't mention Lauren's name and didn't put anything out there that was damning of Lauren. So it wasn't defamatory or anything like that. And so just like we've said all along, Christina's not a stalker and she's not defaming Lauren. And so she's not stopping Lauren from earning her living and going along with her life. And Dr. DeLynn proved it by showing that in his response to this Felicia lady.
Because someone who doesn't know anything really about the situation cannot pick out that it's Lauren.
Absolutely. Right. So that all happened. And that was on...
If you guys want context, think about the Johnny Depp trial, where part of Amber Heard's argument was that she never mentioned him by name, but she mentioned a spouse, and he was the only spouse. Like, you can infer, if it's enough information.
Yeah.
100%. Absolutely. Yes. Now, damn, Felicia. Hi, Phil. How are you? And hi, Arwen Reader's in chat. Hi, Arwen. Good to see you. Can't find you. Oh, there you are. Hello, Arwen. Okay, so that happened, and that was on the 16th of July. Now, back to the story where we're at. Now, just to put it in context, Dr. Delenn's podcast is huge. 293,000 subscribers, but that doesn't tell the whole story. They have like 43 million viewers per year. They have, all right, let's go to their, I should just go to their webpage. Hang on. Mormon Stories. Not their webpage, I'll go to their main page, this page. Okay. Yep. All right. So Mormon Stories podcast. Longest running and most successful podcast in Mormonism, hosted by Dr. John Delenn. At Mormon Stories, we explore, celebrate, and challenge Mormon culture through in-depth stories told by members and former members of the Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints, and we occasionally interview scholars, authors, LDS apologists, and other professionals. Our overall mission is to... Oops, hang on.
Oh, I have a question. How is this tied in to Lauren? I don't know the connection.
Good question. All right, so hang on. How is it tied into Lauren? Lauren, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, she comes from an LDS family, and a lot of her audience is LDS, and she reports on mainly LDS related crime, right? So she has reported on the Lori Bell Daybell, Chad Daybell family murders, and that was the thing that started the channel. So that was a long running saga. She reported on the Ruby Frankie and Jody Hildebrand.
Jody Arias just recently.
Jody Arias, and I'm sure that was just recently, that it was just something that dropped, but I'm sure that she reported on that a while back. But there's a lot of sort of ancillary stories and things like that are
Lauren
LDS
built a Lego
related.
set on whose show?
Sorry?
Someone in chat. Toy Toys.
Oh, someone in chat?
Oh,
Said Lauren built a Lego set on his show. Whose show?
While she was in Delphi, because they claim that she did. Sorry, I'm off track there. Yeah, so there are a lot of viewers of hers that are either LDS or former LDS and are interested in that sort of content. So
Okay.
also, hang on, I'm just going to go back. Also, she does appear on their podcast.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So she's a regular on Mormon Stories.
Sometimes.
Sorry?
They cross to the stream sometimes.
Across the stream. Yeah, exactly. So she's friendly with them, and she goes on to Mormon Stories and appears, right? So she's good friends with Dr. Delenn and his wife. And yeah, she has been a contributor on their channel for quite a while, I believe. Okay. Right. So let's go on. He is extremely well respected in the Mormon community, Dr. Delenn. 4 months ago, July, was also the last time Lauren appeared on Mormon Stories channel for this special, The Making of Lauren Matthias. Right?
An
Yeah.
in-depth analysis or character study of Lauren. Is that what this was?
Kind of, yeah. Right? Yeah. So I'm getting to note the timing, right? So 4 months ago, when was that? July. Okay. Now, I couldn't work out exactly when that was in terms of the timing with the emails, because you know how YouTube says, "Oh, just 4 months ago,"
Well,
right? But Dali went and worked it out. Yeah, look, Deep Throat has some investigative
do.
journalism, like
yeah.
nous, yeah. So it was, what was the upload date of the video?
July 14th at 11 a.m.
Oh, wow, you even got the time.
I do.
July
Mountain
14th,
Standard
11
Time.
a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Wow,
Yeah.
okay. So July 14th. So this video was uploaded 2 days before that email chain started. So it seems to me that Felicia emailed Dr. DeLynn after, maybe, I'm just speculating, but maybe after seeing the special, The Making of Lauren Matthias on
That's what I think.
Mormon Stories. Yeah, maybe she was prompted by seeing this on there. Yeah. Now, also appearing on this special, and we can actually look at the special if we want. A minute. Do. We can.
Hey, Felicia.
Hey, Felicia.
Lives and in ours, connecting time as friends. And I'm excited to learn about your story.
Thank you.
Lauren, because you've made a big difference in a lot of people's lives and in ours. And it's kind of a sacred honor to be a part of this.
Now,
Sacred honor.
this woman here, that is Mindy Caldwell. Now, Mindy Caldwell, also very respected contributor to the channel, very respected in the Mormon community, lovely lady, just lovely. And all I've heard about her since her post, and she put a post out on Reddit yesterday, 24 hours ago, which we're about to read in a minute. All I've heard about her is glowing praise about this woman.
Oh, this is the post
So
I haven't seen yet, right? This isn't.
Yeah,
stuff
you're
you
about
sent
to
me.
see it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're about to see it. Okay, so all I heard about this woman is just that she's lovely, right? She appears as a co-host on this special about Lauren Matthias on the 14th of July. And she's been appearing on Mormon Stories for a long time. Okay. Right, so just play a tiny little bit.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a great intention. I guess what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right?
Yes.
So now, where does your Mormon story begin?
I get icky feelings when I see her. Sorry.
So, my mother is from the East Idaho area, or that's where she actually was born in Hollywood, California, but she grew up in East Idaho. And my grandfather there, her father was a chiropractor and a bishop in Pocatello. And then my father is from Arizona. He was born in Casa Grande, mostly raised in Oregon, though. And long line of LDS ancestors on both sides. While my grandmother, my dad's mom, was a convert. Other than that, Paces, Johnsons, people being baptized in Kirtland. One of my great grandmothers on my mother's side has a painting in the St. George Temple of her carrying, legend has it, hundreds of people across the icy Platte River to save souls. People ask, well, where were the men? I said, they're getting owned by my grandma. And then...
Okay, all right. Guys, you can go to the stream and watch it. If you would like to hear the making of Lauren Matthias over how long
I
is it?
forgot what the question was. She just started talking about stuff. What
Yeah,
even
it goes
was the
for,
question?
I don't know. It goes for 3 hours and 50 minutes if you can,
Good Lord.
yeah.
She likes
3
the
hours and
long
50
streams where
minutes
she talks a lot. I get
of
it.
the making of Lauren Matthias, right? Okay.
Salvador or Deep Throat. I don't know how you're friends with this woman.
Lauren or Excited Utterance?
Lauren.
I don't know either. I can barely do 2 hours and I'm spent.
Yeah. Okay. So Dr. Deline interviewed her, and he was joined by the much-loved long-time contributor Mindy Caldwell, and then disappeared. Okay, so Mindy Caldwell posted this on Reddit, and it was only less than 24 hours ago that this appeared. And will you read it nicely, darling?
I can read it nicely.
Please. Yes. Do you need me to take the banner away at the bottom?
No, not up to you. Hi everyone, Mindy Caldwell here. I have appeared several times on Mormon Stories podcast with John Dellin, Lauren Matthias, Megan Connor, and Dr. John remotely.
It's uncanny how he gets everyone's voices right.
Right? It's like you're listening to the real person. I'll start by saying that I deeply value my relationship with John Dellin, and I would never speak for him on this issue or any other. John is a sincere guy with a big heart, and Margie Dellin is one of the warmest, most genuine souls I've ever known. I adore them both. I've spent many hours in the Mormon Studios studio with John, Lauren, and Megan. I care about all of them. We have worked hard in our collaborations, and I'm proud of the episodes we have released. A little backstory on my relationship with Lauren and HTC. I told my friend John Dellin years ago that I'd be doing a deep dive on the Daybell case. So he asked if I'd like to join him with the Matthiases on Mormon Stories to talk about it.
I feel like I know where this is going.
I came prepared to those interviews with a binder full of detailed notes, and the others nicknamed me Binder Mindy.
Binder Mindy.
I had the same nickname in high school. I have always... I don't know what that even means.
Okay, now we're gonna
Don't
start
give it
calling
away.
you Binder Mindy.
Let's keep going.
I have always relied on my trusty notes and deep research as a way to contribute to the conversations. I have been effusive about HTC in the past and have found value in much of their content. I have praised Lauren for her work ethic. That is true. She does have a good work ethic. I mean, she kind of makes Grayson do a lot of the work, but
You gotta hustle. Gotta hustle like this.
The first time I met Lauren in person was at a trial in Boise. She and her friend Sarah generously allowed me to stay with them. Oh my, for which I'm grateful. I saw Lauren's hustle and tenacity behind the scenes and was impressed by her.
Wait, just remind me, she was like a professional news anchor for some network, right? Lauren was?
Yeah, she read the news. Yeah.
Yeah. So she has a little experience in this.
Okay.
In the entertainment field.
Well, right. But if she read the news, at some point she was probably in the field hustling a little bit. So she's got some background in this. That was my thought.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Outside of our collabs discussing the Daybell case, Visions of Glory and Frank Hildenbrand, I have followed HTC's content less in recent years, mostly because of life getting busy and also just feeling drained from true crime in general. Really? People get drained from true crime?
Oh, I'm right there with her.
I get it, Mindy.
I get it.
I'm with you, lady.
When I accepted John Dellin's invitation a few months ago to join as a co-host for Lauren's personal story, I was unaware at that time of any of the drama behind the scenes. In retrospect, the timing of the interview raises concerns, but I will confirm that John has wanted to interview Lauren for a long time, and I was happy to participate.
Okay.
Two more.
So there we go. Oh, hang on just a minute. I highlighted that because I was unaware at the time of any drama behind the scenes. In retrospect,
she's distancing herself.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. I was unaware at the time of any drama behind the scenes.
Whether she was or wasn't, she's be like, nah, yeah, nothing to do with this.
Yeah, it's okay. And look, I'm not saying that Dr. DeLynch like knew and should have told her, but is she wondering whether or not people around knew and should have told her?
Well, I think again, I don't know her. I haven't listened to her at all. I'm
Yeah,
basing this off of what I'm just reading here now. The title.
yeah,
Since
yeah.
silence can be interpreted as support, and I
Yeah.
am assuming she's either internally thinking or people are mentioning to her, hey, we
Mm,
haven't heard what you think about all this. Do you support her? Or are
mm,
assuming she supports because she hasn't said anything bad. And
yeah,
what I'm suspecting is that she's going to try to just be like, hey, I got no dog in this fight. That's where I think she's going to go. I don't know if I'm
yeah,
right. We'll find out. I haven't read this. But
yeah,
I think that from the way she's phrasing this and from that title, I think she's just trying to distance herself and just trying to
yeah.
ride the fence. Like, I didn't know about any of
Ooh,
this, and I don't know what she's going to say next. Maybe she goes into it a little bit more. That's what I'm getting right now.
okay, let's go.
I sent a message to Lauren and Grayson. Shortly.
Okay. Wait. I've seen that so many times on your show. Who is that? It's a great face.
It's her.
like-
It's her goblin assistant.
Okay, I figured that's what I thought. I just didn't know a name or a role.
Yeah. And for the record, I never made fun of Grayson until this started. I was nice to her.
Leave me alone.
That's that video, by the way, is the one that Deep Throat gets anytime he approaches a woman. So,
Not true. Not true. See?
all right, yeah, there you go. Anytime you approach a normal woman, just clarify.
Hey, we had a moment. Okay. Look,
Yeah.
this is totally real, totally not AI at all.
Oh my god. Oh, does
Stop
that
it.
end with a kiss? You took it down too quick.
Stop it.
You'll have to subscribe to my Patreon to find out.
Oh,
Platinum level.
oh, that was amazing. That was amazing. All right.
Can you
Shortly
read the
after
damn letter?
Oh, there's a letter. Shortly after the 9-hour live to extend my support.
I forgot what we were talking about.
I know. I sent a message to Lauren and Grayson shortly after the 9-hour live to extend my support. That's sweet. There were moments during the long live. Long live. Where things
I
weren't.
tried watching it. I tried.
It was long.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Well, I like the comments you got the other day. Something about proof that you didn't watch the 9-hour.
Yes, there's a woman on Twitter, and she's just like, "Oh, you keep embarrassing yourself. Now I have proof that you didn't watch the 9-hour live." And I'm like, "Did you get a T-shirt for watching it?" No, I
put it
didn't
on
watch the
double
fucking
speed,
9-hour
and I was
live.
like, I'm just gonna listen to it in the background, and I
Yeah.
couldn't. It was just I couldn't take it even at double speed.
Dude, like, you couldn't pay me to watch that whole fucking thing.
I actually tried to watch it when all of this first started and you guys
Yeah.
first started covering it. Oh, I'm like, let me
Yeah.
go see what this is. I couldn't. It was like hurting. I got headaches.
Yeah.
Tanya, it wasn't 8 hours, it was 9 hours.
She corrected it.
So you
I think I
must have
woke
fell
up.
asleep.
I woke up at like 4 a.m. when it was still going on.
It wasn't even 4 a.m. for me. It was like 7 p.m. when it was still
yeah,
going
4
on. And I
a.m. for
still
me,
didn't
though.
even. For
Somebody
me, I was already falling asleep.
somebody had streamed the audio from the hearing, and I was like, I
Yeah.
want more context, so I went over to the 9-hour stream, and I couldn't. I was just like, I'll never know. I can't listen to it.
No, No, I've watched the bits that are relevant to what I'm covering. I
Yeah.
can't just like watch the whole thing. Like,
Yeah.
fuck that. Oh, okay, please. Where were you? Where were you at?
Before you rudely interrupted me.
Oh, sorry. It's your male emotion, your raw male emotion.
I
I'm
know I was
sorry.
about to just, have this amazing point, but
My my monitor fell. Can you pop me out real quick?
sure.
Yeah, sure.
See how it is.
Bye.
I
I
kind of just
did
want to watch him
already.
fix it now.
Yeah, I want to watch him struggle. Okay, go on.
But my message of support was mostly in response to the evident distress in the wait. So there were moments during the long live where things weren't quite adding up in my mind. Wonder which hour that started in. But my message of support was mostly in response to the evident distress of the situation. Since then, I have spent many hours consuming content and sifting through information. Even more hours than the 9-hour live.
What's funny is she didn't bother going to the source. She's just like, I'm gonna go look at this stuff myself.
Smart woman.
Mhm. Yeah, she sounds smart. Find a Mindy.
Including frequent visits to this subreddit. I appreciate what has been shared. My Mormon faith deconstruction has taught me that there is freedom and great value in learning to think critically. I spent the first 40 years of my life following the church path with gusto, and the past 11 years meticulously attempting to detangle a life of conditioning. I have learned the importance of challenging confirmation biases and examining evidence, despite devotion or loyalty to the subject of examination. I recognize that I only have a hangnail's worth of skin in this game. I don't produce my own content and keep a pretty low profile in general. I am not a keeper of any damning information and don't know most of the people involved in this drama. The HTC rabbit hole started out as confusion and sadness several weeks ago. I had high hopes for the We Respond video as a way to bring clarity to the situation. Really? Well, bless
Oh,
your
that
heart.
must have been disappointing.
Sorry about that. Well, instead we got treated to Brad Pitt. But instead,
I'm stuck on that third paragraph, like halfway through. So she spent she went through everything, attempting to detangle a lifetime of conditioning. I have learned the importance of challenging confirmation bias and examining evidence despite devotion or loyalty to the subject of examination. That is the most condescending way of saying, I just need to look at the evidence myself. And
lawyer.
it's not even lawyerish. It's nonsense. It's corporate speak. That's what it is. It's like HR BS.
Yeah.
It's like buzzword. It's all just it's nonsense buzzwords. Sorry, I was just stuck on that.
Yeah.
No, go on. That's all right.
The HTC rabbit hole started out as confusion and sadness several weeks ago. Hios for the We Respond video as a way to bring clarity to the situation, but instead I was catapulted into an obsessive quest for more information. My metaphorical binder is bursting at the seams.
Ooh, my binder is bursting too.
Even considering the mounting
trashy romance novel version of a Reddit post.
Yeah.
Mounting pile of incredulous moments of discovery these past weeks. The copyright suit against Kresha and attempts to silence people talking about it is a line in the sand and led me to finally say something publicly. What the hell, you guys? Very poor form and so incredibly disappointing.
Okay, so that was getting to the point, that bit there.
Yeah. I've heard that before.
What the hell, you guys? Yeah, you have. You hear that a fair bit.
Yeah, my last date.
10 years ago.
5, asshole.
Shut up.
All right,
All right,
carry
so
on.
I think that she's been quite clear that she's she's very disappointed with Lauren's behavior. And what really triggered it in the end was the copyright suit against Kresher. And Kresher, again, being part of the family, the Woodcock family, and victims of crime. How can you re-traumatize the family of JJ and Tylee over some photos that belong to them? When it actually, that's not really what it's about. It's not about photos. It's not about photos. It's about what Kay and Kresher were saying on that live stream, and she didn't like what they were saying on that live stream. And it's never about copyright. It's just never about copyright.
It's always about hurt feelings. And
It's
then they
always
use
about
the
hurt
system.
feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And wasn't she told by the judge that hurt feelings is not enough? You need something. Well, that was with the PPO, but
Well, yeah, that was. However, I mean, clearly what was said by the judge didn't ring true to her, because that all happened prior to the 9 Hour Live.
it never. Okay, that's true.
Well before. So, no, nothing sunk
Yeah.
in. Nothing sunk in. Now, Idiot Win, thank you again for the £20 to King Sterling. God save the king. Hello, would you mind showing David the Reddit post about LM's attorney and his legal and bar exam troubles? MLS, it's Gringas. I don't even know how to say. Yeah, territory. I have to find it.
Is
There's
he
a bunch
ranting
of-
about it?
What, the attorney?
And the legal bar exam troubles. Is he like ranting because he didn't pass the bar?
I can't remember exactly.
How can you be an attorney if you didn't pass the bar? I'm just wondering what he's ranting about. Like, how do you have bar exam troubles? If you're already an attorney?
That's right. He said he had ADHD, and can they please pass him anyway?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Because that's what we care about. We care about accommodating the test taker and not about whether or not the client's going to get adequate representation when they hire you as a lawyer, sir.
That's right.
And,
that's right.
and
That's right.
then there was something about him having ADHD, so he couldn't study for the test or research other options.
That's what I
You know
just
how
said.
messed up I am, and I passed the bar exam my first attempt.
That says a lot.
I mean, that just goes to show.
I actually quit
Idiot Wins.
smoking when in the middle of bar exam or bar prep because I didn't want nicotine cravings during the exam. That didn't help. Still passed the first one.
Yes. So if we have time, Idiot Wind, if we have time. However, I need to get to the next thing. So Lauren tells Gems she has moved on, and so should we.
How does one move on from this?
Well, she gives them instructions as well.
Oh,
ready?
Oh, okay.
I was worried.
Right. Just in case you didn't know. All right. So, in the 9 Hour Live, and interestingly, the screenshot we've got isn't it curious that it happens to be the part where she's reading out the email trail from Felicia. Right. So the screenshot's from there, and someone screenshotted it, and it's a comment from 2 days ago. And one of her gems has said, "Oh, you want to read this? Can you read it?"
Please just ignore and evaluate. Delete this subject from your playlist and continue your walk. None of us are perfect and should not be deliberately misunderstood to groom a monster in any camp. Let's focus on the real monsters with a capital R. You deserve some time off to get clear of this distraction. It's okay to get derailed, as long as we are honest and listen to constructive critique. You can do it, Heart. Yeah, I don't think she can handle constructive critique well.
Okay. And then Lauren responds to it.
Of course she does.
Right. Okay. I mean, what Lauren says.
We really have moved on from all of this, huh? It's been over a month and we only did 2 shows. One where I shared my truth because I was genuinely scared, and another
My
where
truth.
my truth, not your truth, my truth. And another where, in our usual hidden true crime way, we try to explain what stalking can look and feel like. So we can explain what stalking can feel and look like.
Wait, what?
And why it sometimes happens. Just those 2 episodes, and then we moved forward. Since then, we've been focused fully on the work we care about most. If your algorithm is still
Hang on. If your algorithm is still
showing you old trauma, or commentary that doesn't reflect what we're doing now, you might want to check our recent videos and lives. Our latest episode about the Arizona House of Horrors is especially important. Wait, she's not talking about me, is she?
Definitely.
And truly, it's okay to tell other channels you're ready to move on. We are too.
Oh, isn't it? It's okay to tell other channels you're ready to move on.
We don't engage in that space and never have, apart from that
She's
9
trying
hour.
to tell the general public just to move on. That's what she's
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because okay, you've only done 2 videos about it. But there's others that want to talk about it for very good reasons.
Yeah. She's only done 13 hours on this subject. We don't engage in that space and never have. You can also click the 3 dots, and select not interested if anyone is pushing content you don't want to see, like John's only.
You know, if you truly want to move on from it, then you don't make a post like this. You just stop talking about it
Uh-huh.
and move on.
She's telling people to change their algorithms so that they don't see any of this stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you can't get it down.
Yeah.
If she wants it
push
down,
all
but you
that
can't
stuff
get it down.
down.
Yeah.
This is
Just hit not interested on excited utterance and move on.
Yeah, no, they're not interested. Not interested. If you're seeing things that are bothering you, if you're seeing people talk about us in a bad way, you can just click not interested, or you could tell those creators to stop talking about it. It's
How does YouTube
okay.
work again? I forget. Can I
Well, it's okay.
curate and like subscribe to certain channels?
Apparently.
Is that a thing?
Apparently, yeah, I'm not interested. Like children with their fingers in their ears. Yeah, la 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 la.
You know, one of the things that's the most upsetting in this current culture, and I don't care what you're talking about, if you're talking about this or politics or anything else, is that
Your
people.
face.
What?
One of the things
People
that's most
don't want.
upsetting.
People don't like they want to like put blinders on. They want to be ostriches and stick their head in the sand and say, "Oh, nothing else is going on." It's kind of important, you know. It used to be, anyways, to know everything that's going on, or at least a broad sweep of stuff, including this.
This is infuriating to me. It's like it was fine to talk about all this when it suited you, Lauren. Right? So you wanted your 11,000 people listening to you when it was them all saying, "Oh, poor Lauren, poor you. We stand by you. I stand by Lauren." You were fine with that, but now that everyone's questioning you, now you want people to click the 3 dots and go not interested.
I love my trolls. When I used to stream a lot more, I had so many trolls, and people would talk about me in other streams, and some people would clip them. It was great because it just drove people to me. At least, hey, they're talking about me. I don't know, but I don't have self-esteem issues, which clearly this woman does.
Yeah. All right. Meanwhile, the takedowns and lawfare continue. So yeah, shout out to Andy. Sorry that happened, mate. I hope that you do your stream again. It's important that you show what's going on with the difficult research case, and also
I did see this on
the
Twitter. Was this a YouTube stream that got pulled down?
this is Kresha and Kay Woodcock. So this is the one that with the photos of the family photos of the victims of crime. So little JJ and Tylee, those little ones. So yes, that stream came down as it was live, and Kay Woodcock was saying some things about Lauren, and it's the Laurie Bell Daybell case, and it was the one that built the Hidden True Crime channel. There's no question that there would be no Hidden True Crime channel as we know it without the Laurie Bell Daybell case. And those are the victims, and they were saying their piece, and that stream came down, and now there is a court case. So Andy was reporting on that. Also, there is a channel that has been taken down completely, and that's Burnt Toast. So I don't know exactly what the deal is with that, but that channel's been taken down for, I don't think it's a copyright strike, or is it a copyright strike, or is it harassment and bullying? I'm not sure which one it is.
Or Andy?
So this stream, there's a
Right.
lawsuit
Burnt
pending
Toast.
right now?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, no, I heard both.
Yes.
Okay.
This stream here. Yes. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
What court?
Federal.
Yeah. I'd be interested if anyone out there has the complaint, send it my way.
Andy,
interested in
do you
taking a
have
look at
the
that.
complaint? Andy, you're in chat. Andy was talking about the copyright board. It was super interesting. Yeah.
I can
There's
try to look it up on Pacer, but I don't know what jurisdiction
Yeah.
it is.
So
Yeah, we need to know the jurisdiction. We need to know case number. We need to know a lot of things. I mean, you could spend some time searching for it, but it would take a while.
I'm sure we could find it. And Andy was streaming about it. So that came down.
Okay. Interesting.
When she writes that people are watching it on Crash's channel and not hers, the people watching on Crash's wouldn't watch her channel anyway. We see what a liar she is. Yeah. Kresha is going to the copyright board, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not in the federal courts; it's in the copyright. What's it called? I can't remember the name of the administration.
Okay, hello. Woodcock is here. Hello.
Right.
It's a copyright strike. Plus, she went one step further and is pursuing U.S. federal court. The real deal.
So she.
It's so gross. She's so gross.
I'd be
Wow.
interested in taking a look at that stuff. If anyone wants to send it to me, I will put my email in the chat. That's what I'll do.
Thank you. Yes, please, Kay. And good to have you in chat, Kay. We're thinking about you right now. This is the last thing you need, mate.
Yeah,
This is
seriously.
the last thing you need. I can't believe this is happening. And Mindy putting her support out there, I hope more follow. I hope more follow, because this is stupid. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how do you copyright strike something you never applied for a copyright for? So there's different levels of copyright applications, and it just depends. But there's also fair use. So that's a big one. I'd be curious to take a look at it.
Yes. Yeah. David does really good breakdowns of these sorts of things, and we're about to show that in a minute. Oh, I just put you on the spot, didn't I? All right,
I
so
helped out Turtle Boy. If Turtle Boy is helping out, I helped out Turtle Boy.
Did you?
Yeah, it was funny because when my first channel got taken down, I had a bunch of videos about Turtle Boy, and he messaged me. He was like, "Hey, where are those videos? Can you put them back up?" So I had to put them back up real quick, because he was using them in one of his cases.
Okay. All right. So here we are, the inimitable Pace Johnson
Yes.
law group. Pace
Lawyer extraordinaire.
extraordinaire. All righty.
Top
Here we
50
go.
in Utah.
There's not that many lawyers in Utah, huh?
Cease and Desist. Okay, Desist. Here we are. Cease and Desist. You can do this, darling.
Extortion, defamation, unauthorized access, and dissemination of private communications with the intent to cause harm and distress. This letter serves as a formal demand on behalf of my client, Lauren Matthias, and Hidden True Crime Podcast regarding your ongoing actions that seek to harm Miss Matthias, both personally and professionally and emotionally. It has come to our attention that your conduct has violated multiple legal protections, including unauthorized access to private cloud accounts, threats, and actual dissemination of confidential communications, amounting to extortion and potentially defamatory action.
Okay.
Potentially.
Boy, someone got
There's just so many things wrong with that, but okay.
As a representative of blank in its Facebook groups.
Huh?
Oh, wow. He represents a Facebook group.
Who is this written to? Do we know? Because it's all blacked
No,
out.
we don't know, and we're not going to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you'll get the
Okay.
MySpace group market next. This
Yeah.
organization may be jointly and severally liable
Okay.
for the claims outlined below. Unauthorized access of private accounts. Based on information and belief, blank had access to continued to access Miss Matthias's iCloud account with authorization following the termination of a professional relationship sometime last year.
Can we stop real quick and point out the action word?
Yeah.
Continued. Continued. Which means that at one point it was authorized, right? That's the implication. At one point it was authorized.
Yeah.
And then it was continued. So how was it continued after termination? Unless you allowed it to continue.
Yeah.
By not changing her password.
Or something, anything. Remove a
So she
person
gave the person access.
Yeah, she gave the person access, and then after the termination, forgot to remove access. Okay.
Duh.
All right, maybe it's, I don't know if this is an actual employment situation or what this is, but you granted access. That's the first thing, the continued access. I just see that continued as being a real problem for Lauren.
Exactly. So, I mean, how is it unauthorized if you've already given the person access? You just forgot to freaking change your password, lady.
Yeah. So
good point.
That's the first thing that I saw. Now, a lot of times these come up in like employment situations, and it's a breach of contract, breach of policy handbook, whatever, that sort of thing. But it's not fraudulent. It's not hacking into the system. It's not, any of that they're alleging.
Yeah, exactly. Good point. Thank you. Guys, keep going.
All right. This unauthorized access, which includes sensitive and private emails and text messages, constitutes a violation of the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act.
Nope. Because it requires you hacking into the system or accessing it some way without any authorization ever.
Yes, it would. And it's never hacking.
It's never hacking. It's never hacking.
It's never hacking.
It's never hacking. God.
As well as similar federal statutes under California, Arizona, and Nevada. Your actions have invaded Miss Matthias's privacy and compromised her confidential communication and correspondence in which she has a clear and valid expectation of privacy.
Valid expectation of privacy.
So this is interesting in that if there could be an expectation of privacy if she's trying to send a message and she doesn't know third parties are watching it. And she could have an expectation of privacy there, but that expectation is again limited by the fact that you've allowed other people access to this, to your Facebook, and you didn't change the password. Again, it's not a violation of these acts, these criminal acts, by the way. If you continue to allow the access and due to your own negligence, you failed to change your password or do whatever. Remove, like you can have authorized representatives access your Facebook account. I do as a public creator, have other people accessing it. You just remove the authority. You remove that access point. And if I don't, that's on me.
Yeah, that's your silly fault.
Like as a lawyer, right? I have a Dropbox account with all of my client files. Now that's attorney-client privilege. And when I terminate somebody, I remove their access to it. And if I didn't, it's not on them. It's on me. I'm the one that breached my ethical obligations.
Yeah, that's you. Anyway, where are we at?
Your actions show intent to inflict harm and distress upon Miss Lauren Matthias personally and damage her professional reputation in that of Hidden True Crime Podcast. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. We can't have that.
I saw one commentator on this talking about the fact that the California, Arizona, Nevada federal laws were all criminal and that it's not appropriate to allege it here. There can be and often is a civil component, though, to criminal. Like in some certain criminal acts, I could sue somebody for violating criminal acts. I just wanted to point that out. So it's not entirely without merit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good point. And do we have any mods in chat? Can we please link to David and Making Law Simple channel, please?
I think I'm in chat.
Oh, yeah, go check your link in there. That'd be awesome.
All right. Check your email as well.
Who?
Me check my email.
Yeah. Crescia was sending you something.
Email? Oh, like how?
So I can read the next part.
Yes, off you go.
Okay. On March 16th, 2025. Let's see. Miss Matthias had a private conversation with a friend lamenting the falling out experience between Miss Matthias and you. This conversation was private, only accessible through Miss Matthias's cell phone and iCloud account. Shortly after the message on the same day, Blank posted the following threat on Facebook believed to be directed toward Miss Matthias and related to the private conversation she had just had with her friend. Public service announcement. You better quit lying in private before the truth gets told in public. I'm not sure if you're suffering from delusions or amnesia, but you're trying to play with OG crash outs. We don't mind exposing what needs to be exposed. Didn't at you as a courtesy, but don't mistake that for hesitation.
Okay, I have thoughts. Could I interject?
Yes, please.
This post was made because the so-called friend went ranting and raving and or confiding to whoever this letter was sent to, and whoever this letter was sent to made a Facebook post about this. That's how they found out. And Lauren, because she's insane, thinks everyone's reading all of my private messages. Oh my God, you're hacking into my system. That's what happened here. That's my thought.
Of course.
And that's just my thought. I just see it all the time. Like people are like, they're hacking into my system. It's like, or people are talking about you.
It's just like top shelf paranoia. I find this Facebook post just so funny. Like, can we read it again?
That's okay, but that's also assuming that the post is about Lauren.
Yeah, it's assuming it is. Like, it
and
might not
about this
be.
so-called private message between Lauren and her friend, right?
You know,
That's assuming both of those things, which it could absolutely be about her father-in-law. Who knows?
anybody. But it has to be about her because everything's about her.
Yes.
She's got main character syndrome.
Yeah. She's a narcissist.
Okay. So where was it?
We're doing the Facebook post again. We're just
Public service announcement. You better quit lying in private before the truth gets told in public. I'm not sure if you're suffering from delusions or amnesia, but you're trying to play with OG crash outs. We don't mind exposing what needs to be exposed. Well, I do. Didn't ask you as a courtesy, but don't mistake that for hesitation.
Nonsense.
What?
I have this Facebook friend that always posts these really dramatic posts because I think she wants people to like feel sorry for her. And so I
Yep.
post like these dramatic ones. It's like, I'm feeling conflicted today. It's just nonsense, but I do it just to kind of like troll people. You know, you have no idea what this post is about, lady.
Yep.
But it's got to be about you. Of course it's about you.
But like, this is the thing. But it's not something that you take legal action over.
Okay. To the extent that this is extortion, which I think they're claiming is the extortion part of it.
Yeah.
For extortion, you have to have a threat of harm. Period. You have to have a threat of harm unless you do this or unless you stop doing this. Both of these things are, legal to do. I'm going to harm you in some way. So telling the truth is not harm. You might not like it, but it's not harm. The only way it could be harm is if it's invasion of privacy, which they allege. But invasion of privacy requires something that is so ridiculously embarrassing. I don't know how else to say it. Ridiculously embarrassing, or it would be utterly embarrassing to the reasonable, prudent person. The big example is, let's say someone got a smortion and nobody knows about it, and you publicly reveal that. That could be something truly embarrassing, private facts, or it could be putting somebody in a false light or defamation, right? So if it's not one of those things, like truly horrendous true facts that the person has an expectation of privacy of, like the smortion example, then it's not extortion. It's just simply not. Also, going back up to the first paragraph where they're citing the criminal codes, and they're accusing her of committing a criminal act. You could potentially make the argument that you're inferring that if you don't stop these things, we're going to file criminal charges against you. And that is extortion. That absolutely is extortion, if that's what they're implying here.
So you're saying that by them saying that if they don't, hang on, say it again.
So if you if someone commits a crime against you and you say, listen, you pay me money and I'm not going to report this crime to the police, that's extortion. Okay, that's black extortion, or at least a type of extortion. So by her alleging in this letter, or her attorney alleging in this letter, that you're in violation of all these criminal things, and if you don't stop, we're going to pursue legal action, could be implying that if you don't stop, if you don't exercise this civil remedy, we're going to pursue criminal actions against you. That could be seen as extortion. So in the very letter, I'm not saying it is, because I don't know all the context here, but in the very letter, it appears that they might be accusing one of extortion by committing extortion. That's what I'm saying.
It could be seen as extortion.
It could be
by accusing them of extortion.
Yes, essentially.
Wow.
So it's these letters are very hard as attorneys when we write these things. They're very you got to be very careful. I mean, because there's the clear extortion like I gave, and then there's things like, hey, if you don't pay up to make this right, we're going to sue you. That's not extortion. But then in between, there's a bunch of gray, and this is kind of getting close to the gray area. Again, I say all this without knowing all the facts, what was actually done, but it's just something I wanted to point out that they're accusing one party of extortion in a letter that could be seen as extortion itself.
That's crazy.
So just shut up and move on, like everyone's saying, like she's saying, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just stop it. Just stop. Just move on.
Yeah.
Be quiet or else. Wow.
Yeah.
David. Okay, yep. Let's end that part of the conversation.
Oh no.
And move on. Where were we, Ilya?
No legal action was taken at the time of blank threat of extortion, since no further threats were directed to Miss Matthias. However, on April 9th, 2025, we learned that certain private correspondence involving Miss Matthias had been and continues to be disseminated publicly by you with the clear intent to cause harm and distress. E-man.
See, we're getting closer to that line there.
Dissemination of private communications. Be advised, the unauthorized and malicious circulation of Miss Matthias's private messages has been reported.
Oh, has been.
These the private communication police.
David, what's he talking about?
Oh no, the internet police.
The internet police. Who's reported to who?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, okay, so if we're gonna put the word police or authorities or whatever after the word, reported, then it would actually move it more away from extortion because they're already made the report. This isn't if you stop or if you don't stop, then we're gonna report. So I don't know who they've reported it to. That would be my first question in response to this letter. Like, who'd you report it to?
What the hell?
When?
Yeah.
Private messages have been reported to who?
Are being used with clear and apparent intent to harm Miss professional reputation and cause her emotional distress. You don't want to go down to the emotional distress route, ma'am. You don't.
Because that opens up her medical history.
Her entire medical history. And I guarantee it's not a clean one.
Yeah.
I've watched her enough to know that she doesn't want her medical records out there.
I saw a trial recently where they sued for many things, including lack of consortium, like not able to have sex anymore. So that opened up her entire medical history, and they're going into
that was
really
bad.
like she has low testosterone and just really, and she's just sitting there mortified, and her husband's making her go through this.
Yeah, you know what? There's a lot of people that want to come in and say, I want to sue for emotional distress. And my first thing is, no, you don't. No. You don't.
No,
because unless you want everyone, give me all your medical records right now, and we're going to pour through them publicly. I'm going to bring in some other people. We're going to all go over it. And if you're okay with that, then maybe we'll talk about this.
And then they'll go ahead and get all that information and get experts of their own to challenge you.
Yeah. So, you don't want to go with emotional distress, but it sounds scary because most people don't know, like, what that all entails. And you could threaten it too in this letter and then never end up suing about it. But you really don't want to sue claiming emotional distress. It's pretty bad. Didn't she do that in her PPO though?
I think so.
I think she claimed it was like
yeah, she said emotional distress.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's a bad route to go.
Bad.
I mean, if you're concerned, like this whole thing is you're making all these private things public, but I'm going to sue you for emotional distress, which is going to make all of my private things public.
Yeah.
Right.
It's It's just this is bad posturing. If I'm reading this, I'd be like,
Oh, and also, we don't want it to be streamed on Law and Crime.
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Yeah. How dare you?
Whoever received this, I'd be like, I just send like one word back. I don't even know. I'd just be like, okay, have fun. I'll see you in court.
Right?
Public
Right.
threat.
Let's go, buddy. Come on.
Your-
let's go.
Your public threat on Facebook and resulting conduct may constitute extortion. Under federal law and violates privacy rights under the laws of California, Arizona, and Nevada. Regardless whether dissemination of these records occurred by you or some third party, you will be held liable for all damages resulting from your actions initiating the threat to Miss Mathias and conducting the resulting dissemination of private communications with the intent to inflict harm.
So it's not just embarrassing facts, right? So we talked about the truth being a defense,
Okay.
but if it's embarrassing and it's true, it's still not invasion of privacy. It has to be highly offensive to the reasonable person. So she called this woman a bad name. That's not highly offensive to the reasonable person. It has to be something spectacular.
I can think of some spectacular things, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, again, if she's saying them, if she's saying these things, just the releasing private messages of the insane things that she's saying doesn't necessarily rise to the level of invasion of privacy because you said them to a third party.
We don't know what she said.
Does leaking
It might be terrible.
Does releasing text messages you receive from someone else, or does it depend on the state?
That's interesting because, there's one party consent recording states and there's two party consent recording states. And so the general rule is that when you send a message to another person, your expectation of privacy in those words that you say are de minimis at best because you've taken the intentional act, very little, small,
thanks,
minuscule, because you have intentionally sent them out to a third party. And so again, depending on the subject matter, it would be very rare that they would be considered a right to privacy in that.
Okay.
Now, again, that's different than like eavesdropping or wiretapping or things like that, right? Where you don't anticipate some unknown third party accessing them. And I think that's what she's getting at here. But again, she's not offering any proof of this. She's just assuming because there was a Facebook post. Now, if it was true that this person was in fact accessing, unbeknownst to all parties involved, private messages through iCloud, then there could be a cause of action. But you'd have to be able to prove that in the first place. And there's no specific facts in this letter that would suggest that she has any proof other than the Facebook post, which isn't proof of anything. Yeah. Unless I'm missing something in this letter, I don't see any. We know on such and such date you access this account and you grab this and you posted this exact specific quote from this exact private message. There's none of that.
It's just her seething.
Right.
Anyway, Deep Throat, where were you at?
Defamation and harassment. The public dissemination of Miss Mathias's communications, along with threatening and intimidating comments made on social media platforms, are defamatory and harassing in nature. Your actions have caused and continue to cause. Oh, God, no, Lauren. Poor thing. Think she's okay?
No.
Oh, well, you know what?
Yeah, we need that.
We do, because this is super serial.
Lauren and one other person, someone said in the chat, if it was in a group chat, Group chat would be, I mean, your expectation of privacy would be even smaller. But it's the allegation is that we're between two people, Lauren and one other person.
Oh.
All right. So, your actions have caused and continue to cause Miss Matthias severe emotional distress, poor thing, and have directly impacted her professional standing within the justice and crime media community and her work covering vital court events. Yes,
Oh.
I saw how you covered the Lori Vallow trial.
It was brilliant.
Yeah,
It was almost as good as the Delphi trial.
yeah.
Wait. Excuse me. I think I watched one of her Lori Daybell streams. Now that I'm thinking about it, I remember
Really?
the face. I remember the cheeks.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to forget her cheeks.
I
Yeah.
remember the cheeks during one of the streams. I don't remember which one it was because that honestly, for all the salation,
Very detailed cheek.
and all the good facts in that case, it was kind of a boring trial.
It's hard to forget her cheeks. Anyway, you are hereby demanded to.
You are hereby demanded to immediately ceaseth and desisteth from accessing or attempting to access any of Miss Matthias's private accounts or correspondence, including without limitation her iCloud account or personal Gmail account.
I will say that is a legitimate ask. Please stop access.
Yes.
Well, I can't say it. Please stop accessing my iCloud account. You don't have authorization. Legitimate ask. Not a problem.
I mean, she could have just asked nicely. She didn't have to send this letter.
Disseminating, sharing, or otherwise publicizing any private communications or messages belonging to or including Ms. Matthias, and which correspondence carries the clear expectation to remain private and not be disseminated publicly.
Now that one's BS. That's just, you can't. Nothing about that is enforceable.
Seeking.
Okay. So, hey, wait, why?
Well, because you don't have an expectation of privacy to messages that you send out to other people. That's what we've already, talked about. So again, if we're not talking about eavesdropping or wiretapping sort of thing, then that's different. But if this is just any and all communications in which she is a party to the communication, Lauren's a party to the communication, no, that's nonsense. You have no expectation of privacy to that.
Yeah, cool. Keep going.
Seeking to discredit or harm Miss Matthias's reputation or inflict emotional distress by circulating any private correspondence with third parties.
Is that fair?
No. Again, because as long as they're truthful, and the person was rightfully in possession of them, no, you have no expectation of privacy. People could talk about you. People could talk about your reputation. People could talk in a way that destroys your reputation. In fact, I just cited a case not too long ago, where the courts, is the federal court, I can't remember which jurisdiction, literally said, freedom of speech doesn't stop because it completely destroys the reputation of a company to the extent that it sends it into bankruptcy. So it doesn't matter if your reputation gets ruined by the speech, so long as it's truthful. Right?
Fair. Yeah, that's not defamation or anything like that.
Yeah.
If it's truthful, fair. It's just like giving a bad review.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like giving what's deemed private. So private messages would be, again, we talk about expectation of privacy, and the good way to think about it, if you're walking down the street and you're having a loud conversation with your friend next to you, you don't have an expectation that other people aren't going to hear you, right?
Yep.
But if you make a phone call in the privacy of your bathroom, you have an expectation that the only person receiving that information is the one on the other end of the line.
Yep.
Now, if it's a one-party consent state, which most states are, I think, the person on the other end of the line can record that because although you have an expectation of privacy, it's not a zero. It's not 100% expectation. There is reduced expectation of privacy because you're communicating information to a third party. So it's on this whole scale. There's not like one set, like this is private and this isn't.
Okay, what about if you're texting in the shower texts?
Yeah, I do that.
Would they be confidential?
No. When I text you from the shower, I have no expectation of privacy.
Okay.
Once they're received by your phone.
Okay, good to know.
No.
You get a lot of thinking done in the shower. You're standing there, you're waiting for the condition or whatever, and you're like, I have a thought that I'm going to express to Salvador, and I send it out. It happens. It's time to think.
They would be wet. No. Right. 4.
Making any further defamatory, threatening, or harassing statements about Ms. Mathias in any public or private forum.
Defamatory and threatening if it's actually a threat.
Yeah.
Which that Facebook post was not.
No, it wasn't. In fact, I haven't heard any. I've heard no threatening statements whatsoever from anyone. But
I'm going to tell the truth. Is not a actionable threat. It might be a threat. Or as Salvador would say, that's not a threat. It's a promise. But it's not an actionable threat because the truth is always a defense. Not always. 99.9% of the time. Unless you're talking about like private medical things. The case I pulled up actually in researching this was talking about public online doxing of an address. And the court's like, no, that's not. In support of their claim that the complainant disclosed the name and address and should be enjoined, the plaintiff cited common law rights. The common law right to privacy is said to protect against 4 types of invasion of privacy: intrusion upon the plaintiff's seclusion or solitude, or into his private affairs, such as like medical things, public disclosure of embarrassing private facts. And again, they qualify that with, it would have to be extraordinarily embarrassing to a reasonable person. Again, mainly medical things. Publicity, which places the plaintiff in a false light in the public eye. So it's essentially like you're saying truthful things, but you're saying it in a way where it kind of defames them because you're implying something. And appropriation of the defendant's advantage or plaintiff's name and likeness, to the defendant's advantage, a plaintiff's name and likeness. So that's another invasion of privacy. So, so those are really the only 4 common law actions. So, disclosing somebody's publicly available address and name is not an invasion of privacy, in this particular case. So it's very limited.
Yeah, I mean, we on YouTube, we see it as very disrespectful when someone doxes you, right? But it's not legally enforceable.
Yeah. Right. It's a public.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Essentially, that's what it is. It's like standards and practices versus the law.
Thanks for being here, Kay. Much appreciated. Yes. Okay. So, here we go. There.
Failure to immediately comply with these demands will result in Miss Mathias pursuing all available legal remedies, including but not limited to filing suit for unauthorized access, invasion of privacy, defamation, extortion, threats of extortion, and intention.
There's a quote here from this court. Complete privacy does not exist in this world except in the desert, and anyone who is not a hermit must expect to endure the ordinary incidences of the community of life of which he is a part. There you go.
She doesn't live in the desert.
She doesn't live in the desert. She's not a hermit, so she must expect to endure ordinary incidences of the community life of which she is a part.
But how does that apply to YouTube, though? I'm kidding. What if she's a hermit on YouTube?
A hermit on YouTube.
Can you be a hermit on YouTube? I feel like that's a contradiction in terms there.
Oh
Hey,
Lord.
hang on. Is there such a thing as filing suit for threats of extortion?
Yeah, it's called extortion.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
This is a freaking
that's
lawyer.
just extortion.
Yeah.
can't-
It's just
How do you
extortion.
catch an extortion?
Yeah.
If you don't
That's
do
what I
this,
said. I
I'm
said
gonna-
this letter might itself be extortion, threatening
Yeah.
extortion.
Like, I'm
So
not
is
a
it
lawyer. I'm just
extortion or
a
a
fake
threat?
one. But I mean, what the
Yeah.
hell? An intentional infliction of emotional distress, as opposed to just passive infliction of emotional distress. All right, evidence preservation. Let's go.
Oh boy. You are further required to preserve all evidence related to the facts and allegations of this letter and your actions. Hey there.
Yeah, let me actually clarify this because this person, I'm not going to read the name because I'm horrible with names. Psychology of
True crime.
True crime.
True crime. There we go.
Yeah.
In the state of California, doxing on anyone from anywhere else is a prosecutorial offense. So what I read is common law, and what she's alleging is invasion of privacy, which is usually governed. I don't know of a statute in any state, and there might be, that governs invasion of privacy. So that's an exception to the common law, or it's not an exception. It's part of the case law, common law, regarding invasion of privacy, that doxing somebody's address isn't really an invasion of privacy. Now, if there's a statute, the statute supersedes and overrides any common law that might be out there. So in California, it still might actually be a crime, but it's under statute, and it would be a specific cause of action, not invasion of privacy, which is being alleged in this letter. So hopefully that clears things up for anyone who is wondering.
You are further required to preserve all evidence related to the facts and allegations of this letter and your actions. Attempts to destroy or delete relevant evidence may result in the imposition of severe sanctions against you in any subsequent legal proceedings. Evidence may include data, social media posts, internet service provider history, emails, historical cloud server access, cellular carrier records, MySpace page, text messages, encrypted message apps, video and voice recordings, and any other information, documents, or data relevant to the claims in this letter.
You know what? She cites the California code regarding use of electronic communications device to cause fear or harass somebody. Generally, what that is when you're messaging somebody via email and they tell you to stop and you continue to message them. Publicly posting on Facebook and not tagging somebody and not naming them in any way, shape, or form could never be seen to be communicating with them after they've asked you not to. So this law wouldn't even apply. And that's the only California code that is cited in this case. Otherwise, you're just talking about common law nonsense.
So, I mean, there are some footnotes back.
Yeah, those are the statutes.
Oh, right, the statutes. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Sorry, Mr. Lawyer. I'm only fake.
No, you're good.
Please be advised that this letter is written without prejudice to any other legal or equitable rights or remedies that my client may have against you. My client reserves the right to take any and all legal action necessary to protect her rights and interests, including seeking monetary damages, injunctive relief, and attorney fees and costs. This letter is not intended to be a complete statement of all the facts or claims pertaining to this matter, nor is it a waiver of Miss Mathias's rights or remedies, whether legal or equitable, all of which are expressly reserved. Please confirm in writing that you've received this letter and will comply with the above demands. I look forward to your prompt attention to this serial matter.
I changed my response. My response is, you have my attention.
Respectfully, Pace.
W. Johnson,
Or Pace W. Johnson, Esquire.
attorney at law.
Attorney at law.
So the only thing that I would be the recipient of this, if the recipient was in fact accessing private messages that they really shouldn't have
Be right back.
been, had access to, then there could be some cause for concern. But that's not really mentioned. Really, the only thing that's mentioned is I said something to some third party, and then after I said this thing, you made a Facebook post that was extremely vague. Her letter is vague. Lauren's attorney's letter is vague, but so is the Facebook post. So I think this is probably just to intimidate. And
You think?
see, the thing is, though, is that intimidation could rise to the level where it's seen as extortion. Like I said, extortion is making a communication to another party for them to stop doing something they lawfully can do, or to start doing something they don't lawfully have to do, or else you're going to face some sort of harm.
Yes.
And if it's deemed that whatever the recipient of this letter was lawfully able to do the things that she's saying you need to stop doing, then this letter could be seen itself as extortion. That's kind of what I was getting at, which was
It does feel
ironic and funny to me.
It does. It is. There's a lot of irony going on here.
There is. Also, she needs to read that case about Barbara Streisand, or at least know what the Barbara Streisand effect is, right? If you don't want to draw attention to something, then don't make a big deal about it.
Talking about it. Oh, remember though, she has stopped talking about it.
Oh yes.
Remember? Yeah, she stopped talking about it. Yeah,
But
everyone should stop talking about it. Yeah, clearly she's worked out the Barbara Streisand thing. It's just a bit late, that's all.
Her stop talking about it means she's going to stop posting YouTube videos about it. Not that she's going to stop talking about it, because she clearly is through her attorney. Clearly continuing to talk about it. So, Indy Cindy, thank you for being a member for 7 months. Your address is public record on tax rolls. Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
it is.
It very much is.
And Kay Schmidt, again, another 5 excited utterance memberships. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. You are always here with the 5 excited utterance memberships. Now, I have something else to show you. Kresha has sent me the copyright claim. So we will share that.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, thank you, and welcome all new members. Appreciate that.
Do we have to worry about any private information needing to be blacked out?
I believe it's redacted. Hang on, I just want to take it off screen for a second.
Yeah.
Thanks.
This was 11:11.
It's off.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's redacted.
Do I think any of the claims that Lauren has made would make it past Nevada's anti-slap? It depends on what you're referring to. There's so many claims that she's made. I think out of everything that I've seen, the only one that, if she has evidence of, that could potentially stand would be this person that we just went over, accessing her messaging account through iCloud when she wasn't supposed to be. I mean, you're not supposed to be looking at other people's things, right? That's a big no-no. So if there is evidence of it, or even an accusation, it'll survive an anti-slap. Because that's not gonna protect you. You don't have the right to access people's private communications. Although your expectation of privacy is not 100%, you still don't. You have an expectation that some third party is, not going to access it and then download it and share it. But again, there's no specifics enough, or there's no specifics at all really in this letter to really sort of evaluate the quality of this claim.
And also, I hope the person who received the letter gets to see the stream at some point. I know that I'm sure the person who receives a letter is receiving their own legal advice, but it'd be nice if the person could hear from David and is probably hearing lots of different opinions and is feeling some reassurance that the letter that they've received is basically a bunch of ridiculousness.
Well, and it has no legal authority too. That's the other thing that people don't understand. This has no legal effect on anything. This doesn't. It's not a court order protecting or ordering you not to do anything. Somebody says, "Bite my bits." Says, "Would an anti-slap stop an attempted TRO if the TRO is to stop her from saying things and the things she's saying are true?" Then no, it wouldn't. If the TRO was to, hey, don't access my iCloud account anymore, then yeah, it would. So it just depends on what the TRO is really asking. But it's really hard, if not impossible, to get people to stop saying bad things about you, because
Tell me about
we live
it.
in a society where presumably you're not a hermit living in the desert, as the federal court has said. So you have to take living in society with the consequences that comes with it.
Yeah. All right, let's have a look at this. So, United States Copyright Claims Board docket, 11th to the 11th. A claim for infringement. Claimant name Laura Mathias. Phone number redacted.
Good.
Self-represented party. Organization Hidden True Crime.
I would recommend not going at this alone. Get counsel if you can.
Name, Crescia K. Title of work, Larry Woodcock breaks down over J.J. Vallo's murder. An interview with Kay and Larry Woodcock. Author Laura Mathias. Has the work been registered by the Copyright Office? No. There's a service request number. Type of work, motion picture and audio visual. Describe the work.
What was Kay doing? Was Kay streaming the interview that Lauren did?
Yeah, so basically it was a live stream where they had this interview running in the background whilst they were talking over the top, right? So it was, the interview was, it had pictures, like a montage, basically a montage of pictures of the family. So JJ and Tylee, pictures of JJ when he was a little baby, when he was born, and some music and things like that. So kind of like a family photo album. And they had that in the background running whilst Kay and Crescia were talking about some of the events that have occurred with Lauren in the last sort of year or so and up until recently. And that use of this interview, entirely produced by Lauren Mathias, Hidden True Crime, because she used the family photos montage in her interview.
I see.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
So the question then becomes, is the derivative work substantially different in the original? That's really the underlying question. Is it transformed in a way where it doesn't diminish the marketability of the original work? Like, one of the things is, like, so if I took this stream right now and I just streamed it entirely front to back on my channel with no edits or no anything like that, then, and people are watching it on my channel, then they don't need to go watch it on yours.
Yes.
So that is reducing the marketability of the original. But if it's changed in a way where it doesn't affect the ability for the original to also maintain its market position, then it falls under fair use. That's one of the things that might come into play here, as well as transformative. You can also transform it in a way, or critique it. You can be critiquing it in a way, and that also falls under fair use. The interesting thing is, like, sometimes some of us will stream like news reports about a subject, and we're only interested in the subject, not the news report. So if we're not criticizing the news, then is it really transformative, and is it really critical of the source material? And I would say probably not, actually. So if you're going to stream like a news story that's talking about a jury's verdict on some case, you better be criticizing the news anchor and news reporter as well, because then it's critical of the entire work.
That's interesting. I never thought of that. Okay, so Kresha says, I was streaming live, and while my mum was sharing her experience with Lauren and others, I used HTC's video of my family members' photos as an overlay. She struck approximately.
Wait, these are her
18
family
minutes.
photos?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're hers.
So
would it help if it was given as a gift to my family asking for a friend? What do you mean?
like, okay. Something my son graduated high school last year.
And there was no audio. She didn't use the audio. Yep.
And we had senior pictures taken. And the school asked for a photo for the yearbook, and I sent them a photo. And they said, well, we need the photographer to sign off on this. I said, what do you mean? Like, I own it. Like, no. We need the photographer to sign off on this and relinquish all copyright and blah, 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 blah. And so I went to the photographer and I said, will you fill out this form? She's like, I don't own it. You own it. You bought the picture. And I'm like, okay. So I just like argued with the school and I said, take the damn photo and da, 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 da. But that led me to think about what it actually means to have a photo. And although it's of her family, the video montage or slideshow or whatever you want to call it, is that actually Lauren's? Because she took the original, which was the video or the family photos, and she transformed them by putting it into this montage or slideshow or whatever you want to call it. And so now she owns that version of the work. And if you're not transforming it back or a different way, she might, and I don't do copyright law all the time, but she might have a claim to this. And I haven't watched anything. I'm just sort of talking through hypotheticals and and things like that, and broad strokes here. All right. So I'm not getting into the nitty gritty of this, although it looks bad. It really looks bad.
I mean, it makes her look like a piece of shit.
Oh, absolutely. It does.
It does.
And I would run to the mountaintop by saying, okay, she owns that montage. Great. Go ahead and sue the family of the victims of the story you're covering because they used your montage of their photos.
Yeah.
Way to be an upstanding person.
Oh, but
technically speaking, there might be a claim there.
Did she say it was given to your family as a gift? I'm just curious if you have any like documentation of that.
Yeah, see, that would be different. Like the photographer that took my son's photos was like, I don't own it. You paid for them. They're yours. And so if she's like, here's a gift for you of this montage of your family, then that's different. Then you can make a claim. Well, I own it, and I'm allowed to reproduce it if I own it. So that could be a claim as well. That's really interesting.
Yeah, can your family go and strike her every time she used your family photos? Yeah. Yeah, could you go back now to all the videos where your photos are? Could it get that ugly?
This would be interesting. I don't do copyright enough. There's actually a really good YouTuber who does a lot of copyright law, period. Let me find him and I'll put him in the chat. Maybe you can get an idea of his name's Ian.
Oh.
Not Runkle. But let me find them and I'll put them in the chat.
Okay, cool.
Hi,
So,
Beer.
describe the infringement. Crusher K, also known as difficult research on YouTube, played our entire video on her YouTube channel. She took our content, which we wrote, directed, and produced entirely on our own from our YouTube channel, Hidden True Crime, and then played it on her own channel. It is identical to ours, except she talked out loud while streaming our video so that she could claim it was commentary, when in fact it was not commentary and certainly not educational. Dali, do you want to read what the description of harm suffered and relief sought is?
Oh, Jesus. The harm is that viewers were not watching the video on our channel. Oh, no. Rather, they were watching the video on the difficult research channel instead. Oh, how rude.
Heaven forbid. Heavens to Betsy's.
I know. Not only was the difficult research channel stealing our work, Kresha K, using her difficult research channel, was also encouraging hatred and spouting harmful and false narratives about hidden true crime and Lauren Matthias.
You know what's funny is, so this I put his chat or his channel in the chat, by the way, but he did a video and I thought he got it wrong, and so I actually took his video and then I inserted myself over it, and I said, this is fair use. This is fair use. Can't find it, but anyways, he's really good. He talks a lot about copyright stuff and things like that. So check him out.
Keep going.
This led to many online narratives and posts being created about hidden true crime that were simply untrue. The relief we are seeking is that the streams of our video interview not be posted on the internet again. Wow.
Oh, has it been taken down?
Oh, it was taken down whilst it was live.
While it was live.
Yeah.
It was taken down while they were talking about my bestie Lauren.
I mean, she's kind of a terrible person.
While in another video or document, she talks about how she needs to protect the victims and not re-victimize the victims of the crimes she covers. She wants to.
How are you doing? How are you doing that exactly?
Yeah, exactly. Right. We don't want to re-victimize the victims.
By going after the family of people who have made you a hell of a lot of money, quite frankly. Let's be honest.
A lot of money. Yes, exactly, Crusher. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, Crusher's going to be on Turtle Boy tonight.
Yeah.
So
unless she's saying you're not a victim, I'm not really sure.
So what'd you say?
Turtle Boy is an interesting show.
Yeah.
I like him, but he's a lot of energy. You gotta like really caffeine up.
Yeah. Go have some energy drinks beforehand.
yeah. And ignore the chat.
Yeah.
They're gonna bog you down.
Oh, Crusher. I'm subhuman to Laura and always have been. I'm not a good little victim. Oh, mate. Oh, that's. Look.
Yeah.
That's a horrible way to feel. But I'm so pleased you have a voice now. You have a voice. Of course, you have a voice. This is just a terrible way to be treated.
Yeah.
No one should be treated this way. Look, here's the thing. I've always said on this channel and in life that we all come to each room or each discussion bringing the same amount of worth, right? So it doesn't matter what our background is. It doesn't matter what kind of education we have, what kind of family we come from. And in this space here, it doesn't matter how many subscribers we have, what kind of platform we have. We are all the same, and we should treat each other with the same level of respect. I don't like this whole, oh, well, so-and-so has a big platform, so therefore we should listen to them more, or we should give them more respect or more time. And I believe that Lauren is someone who only gives people their dues if she sees them as being on her level, right? And that, to me, is very arrogant. And I saw it immediately when I started to notice her a couple of years ago. There are certain people who are social climbers, yeah, and I think that what you're describing there, Krisha, this feeling of being subhuman, is maybe a symptom of that. She just didn't, perhaps she didn't see you as somebody who could help her to be a social climber. And I don't, that's, she shouldn't see anybody as someone who can help her. Everyone comes to this world and to conversations with the same.
Did Krisha go on a stream with Lauren?
I don't know if she was ever invited on a stream with Lauren.
Okay, just wondering.
The family,
Yeah.
she was, I know, like, Lauren went, and when I was sitting next to Lauren at the opening for the Arizona Lori Vallow trial, the first one, I saw firsthand the way she reacted when she saw that the family was there and Kay was there, and just like jumped up and just ran over, like, without any hesitation.
I think you mentioned that.
Yeah.
At the time,
And it just creeped me out so much that day.
So I'm curious about that. So why is it that she has this interest in Kay and Larry, but Krisha not so much? That's curious.
I didn't know as much about the case then and all the players, but I'm 99% sure it was Kay that she got really giddy over.
I know. But why? Yeah, why is Krisha purposely ignored by Lauren? I don't get that. Lauren ignored Krisha. Yeah, why?
I mean,
so this has nothing to do with Lauren or any of this going on, but cult leaders tend to seek out people that are susceptible to being cult followers.
Yeah.
And when they encounter someone who is, we'll say, on their level,
yep,
and not as susceptible, they will brush them off, demonize them, make them irrelevant because they're a threat. And so that's why you don't see multiple cult leaders in a cult. There's only one leader in a cult, and the rest are followers, right? And it's also why they kind of stay kind of small. But yeah, sorry, that has nothing to do with Lauren or any of this.
Oh no, that's nothing to do with that. No. Krisha says no. Excited owner, it's never Lauren nor Nate.
East Idaho News.
East Idaho News. Ever offered to interview me or anything? I don't think I'm special, but I don't say you want to interview everyone while never offering a family member. That's interesting.
I've had family members of cases that I've been following jump in my chat, and the first thing I do is, "Hey, you want to come on for an interview?"
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
you want the information from the source, right?
Yeah.
Of course you do. I find that very odd. Like,
covered some small trials, and like one juror came in or family members, and the first thing I did was like, email me, please. I'd love to talk to you.
I had the mom of a defendant come in my chat And so then I'm talking with her in chat and then on the phone, bringing her in for an interview. She was on the witness list. I'm like, oh, okay, I can't wait until the trial's done. Wait until you get off the witness stand. Then I'll have you come on.
Well, it's not like it was in Michigan and you're a Michigan lawyer.
I know, right?
Oh, you're in front of that judge.
I was like, oh my God, you're on the witness list. Why are you talking? Why are you watching the trial?
How about you just wait until it's over? I know you're keen and all, but how about just
they brought it up the next day when they called her to the stand that she had been watching the trial on some YouTube channel. I don't know.
Wow.
Oh, they mentioned you?
They didn't mention me. They just mentioned a YouTube channel. She was watching it online or something, she said. I can't remember.
Rude.
I know. I couldn't even get a name drop.
Look, dear reader, normal people, I'm not going to watch her Mormon Stories appearances because they're probably nauseating. So I think that's probably the last thing I'm going to do in my spare time. Oh dear. All right, so guys, I think I don't know if I can redirect to Turtle Boy's stream. We'll see if I can. If not, we'll put the thing in chat. So in the meantime, could you guys please bring up the super chats? Can you do that, Dolly?
I have to do everything around here.
Oh, can you just do everything around here?
You gotta
Allie B from Tennessee is a new member. Did you get to that one?
Oh, hey, Allie B. Oh, you need to get her number. She's cute.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so
Find a
much.
salad girlfriend.
Aww.
This is the most
we've been trying for
important
years.
right here. Wendy H, love this panel. Thank you for that.
Wendy, hey mate, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for the 1999.
Yes. Thank you so much. And what are y'all talking about? She is the best victim advocate. They are hers. How dare you say otherwise?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're just Team Lauren.
Yeah. Exact quote from L about K. I don't just roll my eyes at Kresha. I find her actions despicable and destructive. I think I can handle her because her brain doesn't seem to comprehend anything comprehensive.
I remember that one. That was
Lauren really said that?
Yeah, that was from the group chat. Remember the
yeah.
Remember the screenshot that came out?
Yes, I do now. Oh my God.
Yes. See?
I'm a little slow sometimes. I'm sorry.
Sometimes you are a little slow.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Again, nothing related to at all Lauren or Kresha or anything like this. But again, so cult leaders, what they'll do is they will demonize people that are a threat to them and make them irrelevant, or say, things like, they can't comprehend what this is really all about, things like that. And so when you're approached by somebody like that, or you hear things like that, just understand that you're dealing with somebody who may or may not aspire to be a cult leader. Again, nothing to do with Lauren or Chris.
No.
I hear that stuff from Hella a lot for some reason.
Yeah, well, she's definitely the cult leader, and you're definitely the follower.
I'll tell you who admired Kresha. Judge Borowski. I could see it in his face. She cited her sources. She had receipts. She's a powerhouse. I admire her. Yes.
We love Kresha. And thank you for $4.99, Dr. Von Decay. Dr. Von Decay has great comments, by the way. Thank you for being in chat. Love having you around. Very much. Thank you so much. Did we just get another one?
There's a few.
Oh, yes. Wilson, House of
member.
Crazy.
Yay!
Thank you.
Thank you for becoming a new member. Much appreciated. Okay, so new members, make sure that you go to the perks tab. So member perks. We have a Discord, Deep Throat and I have a Discord together, and it's a member perk. So make sure that you click on the link and go through, and you can, once you get to the Discord, just tag a mod or tag Dali or me or whoever, and we'll see you there anyway, and we'll let you in. and we have chats.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you. Now, I have redirected the stream over to Turtle Boy so that you can watch Kresha on there and support her. So as soon as
Tell
the
them
stream
MLS
ends,
sent you.
yeah. Yeah, that way you can all just wait in there and chat amongst yourselves. Thank you so much for the support. Now, do make sure you press the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and make sure you click the heavy bell, not the just regular bell. Make sure the bell is like the full one. I am going to be dropping something new in the next 24 hours or so. So I have some new something. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but there's something that's coming soon. And yeah, I'll probably go live again in the next day or so. So maybe same time tomorrow, not sure. But there is something coming that is brand new for you guys. So yes. Kresha says, my research into her church is why she sees me as a threat, and even enlisted my minders to keep me on the rails. What? Enlisted minders to keep me on the rails
people to
and from
look
asking
at her,
questions.
kind of spy on her.
Also said my mom is who requested it.
So she's trying to divide you guys. That's great.
What the
It's not even
bloody
really
hell?
not even really good at it either.
This is ridiculous.
I mean, disgusting, but
God. Man.
vile.
Okay. Just is she cooking green chili enchiladas as well, or what is going on here? Okay. And also, oh yeah, there's a link to David's Turtle Boy stream from goodness knows when.
I have a bunch of them. He's
Is that
been
the
on a
old
few
one?
times. I don't know. I don't know
Or the
what
new
Wendy's
one?
posting.
I don't know. Wendy's just posting stuff. Wendy's got a wrench from ages ago. She's an
Let's see.
OG.
This is the Lego interview. We did a Lego Law Life in
Ah, that
Turtle
one.
Boy a few months
Yeah.
back.
Because you do you do Lego streams and you invite people on, but not us.
We invite certain people on, notable personalities and alike. Yeah.
Anyway,
we gotta find a window. We'll get you guys on.
yeah, no, that's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. It's all right. It's fine.
You gotta check out
Guys,
the Lego
thank
Life
you. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you, David, for your expertise from
It's
the
been fun.
treehouse.
It's been fun.
It
Thanks for
has
having
been
me.
fun. It
It's
has
good to
been
talk
fun.
law every once in a while and not just build Lego.
Yeah. Gotta make use
He
of that
has a
degree.
Lego channel too.
I do.
Yes.
That's what Wendy posted, by the way.
Leave me alone.
Uh-oh.
Where'd you go?
Wow, she took that literally.
Oh. Now you gotta
Boy.
end the stream.
Wait, Grayson has powers. She just said, leave me alone, and Hella just disappeared. That's I knew I should be scared of her. Wow. Well, this is awkward.
I have no controls here.
Really?
I can't
Yes.
end the stream.
What do you think, Babu? What do we do?
You got another super chat.
Whenever I hear Turtle Boy, I think of fleshy turtlenecks. I do miss wearing my turtle. I do miss wearing my turtleneck. My tactical.
Where did she go?
I don't know. This
I
is
think
really
she had
awkward.
a power outage or something. Her computer went down.
Well, it is Australia, so their internet kind of sucks.
Leave me alone.
Oh, wait. Maybe she's back.
She's coming back.
Maybe. Hey.
She's coming back,
Yeah.
everybody.
I'm back to end the stream.
Okay.
Yeah, Australian internet. There's like wombats eating the cords and stuff. All
We
right,
just got
time for
a
the song,
phone
everybody.
cable running under the ocean to.
I do.
And that's it.
I got to talk to Elon about it. Jensen's turtleneck. All right. Thanks for your support, everyone, and make sure you click the heavy bell. Heavy bell. Yeah,
Yes.
internet is crap. All right.
Her name was Ella. She was an Aussie. She was a fake lawyer from the future. She got on YouTube and made some live streams. The co-host is Donnie and she dances sometimes. The words are always so loud and because she's an 803.